It is day 6 of our 2023 New Year's Challenge. Hey friends, it's Kate here. Thanks so much for joining me. Now it is day 6 of our New Year's Challenge. If you are brand new here, my name is Kate. I make Pilates, yoga, mindful movement exercises to make us feel stronger, happier, healthier in our body. We are in the middle of a challenge. You are welcome to start from right here, but you can also find a link to day 1 right up there. And if you have forgotten or you didn't download it yourself, there is a lovely little workbook that goes along with this challenge. It can be helpful in my opinion, especially at the start of the year when we just want to check in with ourselves and really monitor how we're doing day to day in a challenge such as this. There's some journaling opportunities. You might love it, you might hate it, it's okay. It is not required to have this challenge. I like having a workbook to go along with my challenges because I am a big journaler and I know some of us out there enjoy that aspect too. Now, week 2, we have a new theme, a new mantra, and that theme is I accept the process can be hard. I accept that it can be challenging to make changes in my life, to concentrate on self-care, on wellness, on health and exercise. For some of us, it's very easy to jump on our mat daily, to remind ourselves to get moving. For some of us, it's not, and that's okay. Not only can it be challenging for some of us to just show up, let's face it, some of the positions, some of the exercises are harder or easier for those of us out there. There might be a move that one of your friends just excels at, and you're like, how on earth do you do that so easily? Or maybe you see me doing something and you think to myself, well, how does Kate do that so gracefully, so perfectly? A, know that I am not graceful or perfect at all, and B, there are things that just make certain poses and exercises easier for me and my body than perhaps you. Our body proportions, our mobility, and just our own history with our own body can really change how accessible an exercise, a class, or just a style of movement in general is for one person or another. So our theme this week is to remind ourselves that it's okay that it's hard sometimes, and it's okay that it's going to be a challenge. Today's class is a Pilates Yoga Fusion class. This is meant to be an all levels class and a full body workout. I will tell you, I'm a little bit sore in my legs today, so I particularly felt it through my legs. I don't know if that's because I'm just sore or if there is a lot of leg work. You can tell me in the comments below if you felt it too. It is meant to be an all levels and a class that kind of gets to the whole body. Now, if you have kind of short arms like me, or maybe you find being in a lunge difficult, I would recommend maybe grabbing a set of yoga blocks. And I do use a set of weights in this class, but it's entirely optional. Roll out your mat. Let's get started. We'll start lying on our mat today. Slowly make your way down to the ground. Open up across your chest and imprint your spine. Close your eyes, and it might even feel nice to heel toe your feet a little wider than your hips and allow your knees to knock towards one another. Just check in and see how you're feeling today, this week. Is there a particular place in your body you know you need to pay more attention to, that you really want to stretch or strengthen? Not a right or a wrong, just checking in. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Easy sigh out the mouth. Again, big inhale. Big sigh out. One more big breath. Let it go. Seal the lips together, breathe through the nose. Eyes can stay closed or you can flutter them open. Start to windshield wiper your knees side to side, just dropping your knees down from one side to the other. You might go a little faster than me or a little slower. If it feels wonderful just to stay with your knees, your hips kind of twisting over in one direction, feel free to hold it there. Eventually bring your knees back to center and heel toe your feet in line with your hips. Again, eyes can stay closed if you really want to tune into yourself or flutter them open. Imprint the spine if you let that go. Roll the shoulders back, tip your tail, and lift your hips up into the top of your bridge. Find your bridge and pause. Think shoulders down into the mat. Squeeze your thud. Take a big breath. Roll all the way down to the mat. Inhale, lift the hips one vertebra at a time up. Exhale, roll all the way down. Inhale, lift the hips all the way up. Exhale, roll all the way down. One more time, lift up and pause. Squeeze your thud, shoulders down, nose high. Maybe smile because we love our bridge pose so much. Take one more big inhale. Roll all the way down to the mat. Keep your spine touching the mat. Take your hands over your head for a big, deep stretch. Push into your feet, wrap your ribs, and actively stretch longer through your right hand, right side. Big breath. Let it go. Same thing, other side. Let it go. Do that again, side to side at your own pace, really fanning open your side body ribs. And then eventually find a long straight spine, hands once more down by your sides, shoulders into the floor, nose to the sky. Feel your abdominal muscles begin to wrap in, holding you in place. Take a big inhale. Exhale, pick up your right leg. Let's make sure our knee is right over our hip. Keep your lovely little 90-degree bend, and 5 times tap your toe to the floor. Exhale, pick it up. Tap your toe to the floor. Exhale, pick it up. 3 more, down and up. 2 more, down and up. The last one, lift, pause. Flex your foot, cinch your waist, push down into your left foot a little more to stabilize, and then straighten your right leg away. Exhale, pull the knee in. Straighten the right leg away, use your abdominal muscles to pull in. 3 more, push away, pull it back. 2 more, push away, pull it back. Last one, push it away, pull it back in, pause, navel and chest open. Set your foot on the floor. Take a big inhale, pick up the opposite leg, give the foot a flex. Shoulders down, nose high. Like we did on the other side, we'll tap our toe to the floor, lift it up. Toe can be pointed, flexed, or soft as we do our little toe taps down. If it feels better to flex the foot, go for it. What I want you to concentrate is keeping your right hip, your right knee stable. No wiggle wobbling on that side. This time pick up and pause, flex the foot. Navel in, chest open. Straighten the leg away from the body. Exhale, pull it in. Straighten the leg away from the body. Exhale, pull it in. 3 more, send it out and in. 2 more, reach it out and in. Last one, reach it out, pull it in, pause. Set your foot back onto the floor. Really stomp down into your feet. And again, lift the hips up, find your bridge. Big inhale, roll all the way down to the mat. If we want to, we are going to grab hold of our weights, punch them to the sky, touch them together, navel in. And again, inhale, lift the hips, find your bridge. Exhale, roll all the way down. Inhale, lift the hips up, find your bridge. Exhale, roll all the way down. See how easily and smoothly you can wave through the spine. This time, lift up and pause. If we need to set our hips down, it's too much to maintain our bridge, that's absolutely fine. Go for it. Otherwise, bring your elbows down to the sides of your body. Exhale, push them back up to the sky. Inhale, elbows down. Exhale, cinch the waist, lift. 3 more down. Exhale, pick it up. 2 more down, exhale, pick it up. Last one, lift and pause. Now from here, I want you to keep the weights touching one another and take them over your head. You should still see them in your peripheral vision. They're not all the way down to the floor, still lifting. Big inhale, exhale, pull it back. Inhale, reach the hands overhead. Exhale, cinch the waist, pull it back. 3 more up and back. 2 more up and back. Last one, lift, pull it back up, hold, push down into the feet more, lift the hips a little higher, take a big inhale, roll all the way down to your mat. Beautiful. Full big inhale, lift your right leg up, If it's okay, lift your left leg up too. If it's too much, keep one to the floor. That's okay. Navel in, chest open, holding your legs in place. Tap the elbows to the floor. Exhale, push it up. Tap the elbows to the floor. Cinch the waist. Push it up. 3 more down. Exhale up. 2 more down. Exhale up. Last one, lift, pause, navel in, chest open. Like we did with our bridge, we're again going to reach our hands over our head. Exhale, pull it back to your sternum. Inhale, swim the hands overhead. Exhale, use your breath, pull it back. 3 more overhead. Exhale, return. 2 more overhead. Exhale, return. Last one, bring it up, pause. Take a big breath. Set your feet on the floor, set the weights on the floor. One more time, lift up into your bridge, pause, squeeze your thigh, lift the hips a little higher, take a big breath, roll all the way down to the mat. From here, cross your right leg over your left, allowing your knee to open up. Now, oftentimes I see my students immediately lift up their left hip, maybe not as dramatically as I just did, but I do want you to concentrate right now on keeping both hips connected to the floor and both hips even. It might feel wonderful to stay here, or if you want to, pick up the leg. Notice I didn't tuck my tail, I didn't actually lift up the booty. I'm holding it in place. You might lightly rotate your right leg, your right inner thigh away from the body as you pull your left leg a little closer into your chest. Take a full big breath. Slowly let that go. Unravel, set your feet on the floor and cross the opposite leg over. Again, first just start off making sure our right hip remained in place. And then when and if you choose, pick up the legs, hold behind the right, externally rotate your left, and just enjoy that nice, lovely little stretch right there. Take all the time you need. And then slowly set both feet back onto the mat. Once more, hands overhead. And in fact, stretch your entire body. Navel in, chest open. Let's roll to our tummies. We're not going to be here too long. I know some of us don't love prone position, being on our stomach, and it's okay. We'll just be here for a moment. Pubic bone down. Squeeze your thigh. Broaden across the chest. Inhale, little baby cobra. Think about pushing the back of your head up to the sky rather than the top of your head. I'm tucking my chin into my chest a little bit more. I'm really wrapping the tummy in. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, little baby cobra. Wing the elbows together. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Little baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Pause. Bend your knees. Little windshield wiper side to side. Push back into your child's pose. Knees together or apart. Your choice. And then we'll come into one downward dog. We're not going to spend much time here either. Do not fear, my friends. Bend your knees deeply. Push your sitting bones high. Hug your inner arms to your ears. Take a big breath. Walk your toes up to meet your hands. Forward fold. And roll yourself up to standing. Stand tall and straight. Just notice how you're feeling right here. Ears lift high. Let it go. I'm going to turn this way because it's more natural for me. Step to the front edge of your mat. Feet can stay about hip distance apart. Tummy is working hard. Sit back in a chair pose just for a moment. Full big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Sway the hips a little side to side. Bend your knees. Roll yourself up. Take a nice filling breath as you reach your hands high. Exhale, flip the palms, push them down. Now we'll have the opportunity to use our weights again. It will be a little easier for transitions if you move them to the front edge of your mat, if you so choose. Again, take a moment to stand tall and straight, tummy working hard, lifting out of the waist. Sit back in your chair pose. Full big breath, big sigh out. Take your hands out to a nice big T. Pretend there's a table underneath you here. Push down into your table. Feel your upper body working. Pick up your left heel. Step the left foot behind you for a nice lunge. It doesn't have to be as deep as mine, just whatever works for you. And if there's a little bend in your back leg, that's okay. Hold here for a moment. Reach your hands high over your head. Flip your palms, make a cactus shape with your arms. Try to push your elbows, your hands back behind you so you might get a little stretch across the front of our chest, maybe into our pecs a little bit. From here, if it's too much to straighten the leg, just do the arms, but if we can, straighten your arms and leg. Exhale, bend everything. Straighten your arms and leg. Exhale, bend everything. One more time, straighten, bend everything, pause, take a big inhale, relax the hands, step both feet together. Sit back in your chair, navel in, chest open. Take your hands off to a T, push down into your imaginary table. Pick up your right heel, or the left if you did it the other side. Step the foot behind you and pause. Navel in, chest open, you're doing fabulous. And then again, a big stretch of our hands over our head. Flip the palms, cactus. Push elbows and hands back. Like we did a moment ago, you have the option exclusively the arms or arms and leg. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. One more, straighten. Exhale, bend, pause. Big inhale. Relax the arms, step the feet together. Give a wiggle, give a shake if you need it. You are doing amazing. Sit back once more in your chair, navel in, chest open. A little bit different. Take your hands down to the floor and now step your left foot back once more so we're in a lunge. This is a great opportunity to use blocks if we need them space. There's nothing wrong with that. And if we want to, we might grab our weight in just the right hand. You can skip it. Pull your belly button away from the top of your right thigh. Maybe push your hips a little bit further forward. 3 times, I want you to bend your right elbow, poke it to the sky, touch it down. Exhale, bend, touch it down. This time, bend and pause. If we can, turn to look over your right shoulder. Can you straighten your right arm? Rebend the elbow. Straighten the right arm. Rebend the elbow. One more, straighten, pause. Navel in, chest up, take a breath. From here, set it all the way down on the floor. Exhale, twist all the way back up to the sky. Set it all the way down to the floor. Exhale, twist up to the sky. Last one all the way down. Exhale, twist up. Bring it down to the ground, pause. Hands to the floor, bend the knees, hop the feet together. Round the body, roll yourself up to standing. Big inhale, swim the hands high. Flip the palms, push them down. Return to your chair pose. Navel in, chest open. Smile, we love our chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. Take your right foot or opposite foot back behind you. Settle into your lunge. Grab your weight in your left hand. Similar to what we did before, the exact same thing. Start with just the elbow. Exhale, poke. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. Inhale, drop. One more. Drop it down. Now this time, lift. Look over the shoulder up to the sky. Hinge and release from the elbow. Exhale, push. Inhale, release. Last one, up. Now bring it all the way down to the ground and take a full twist. Exhale, twist to the sky. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, twist to the sky. Inhale, bring it back. Last one, big twist. Bring it down, set your weight off to the ground, and then bring both feet together again. Bend your knees, roll yourself all the way up to standing. How are you feeling? Stand taller, stand straighter, open up across the chest. If we want to, grab both weights. Keep the weights down by your sides. Take a little chair pose. Belly button in. I'm kind of pushing the weights in line with my hips rather than letting them dangle in front of me. Can you pick up your left heel again? Step the foot behind you so we're back in our little lunge. Squeeze your thigh on your left side. Cinch the waist. Open up across the chest. 3 times, can you lift your arms up? Drop them right back down. Exhale, lift the arms up. Drop them right back down. Last time, lift and pause. This is a big one. If it's too much, you can set the weights down, but take a big inhale. Exhale, pull the weights forward. Reach them off to the side. Exhale, pull the weights forward. Reach them off to the side. Last one, bring them forward, pause. Send your weights all the way up overhead. Make your little cactus shape like we've done before. Exhale, push it back. Make your little cactus shape. Exhale, push it back. One more time. Lift it up, pause, take a big breath. Lower the weights. Bend the knees, hop the feet together. Take a wiggle, take a shake. We don't always have to be graceful, it's okay. Keep your weights by your hips as once more you sit into your chair. Navel in, find the space in your spine. It's like I'm pulling your ears away from your body. We'll take our right foot behind us. Find your lunge, settle into it, lift the ears higher. You are doing fabulous. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Last one, lift, pause. Think about pulling your inner thighs towards one another. Use the strength in your lower body to help keep your arms lifted and then drag them forward. Bring them right back out. Exhale, drag them forward. Bring it right back out. One more, bring it in, pause. Swim the hands overhead, hold. Bend them like a cactus. Exhale, push it up. Bend them like a cactus. Exhale, push them up. One more, down. Exhale, up. Last one, down. Exhale, up, pause. Take a big, deep breath. Drop the weights. Step both feet together. Set your weights on the floor. Hold standing tall and straight. Swim your hands up overhead. Think about your sternum lifting up to the sky with you. It's like we're almost doing a standing cobra. There should be some spinal extension. Take a full big inhale. Flip the palms, bring them down by your side. Tuck your chin to your chest. Forward fold into your deepest forward fold. Just allow your body to melt to the floor. Try to look through the legs. It might feel wonderful to keep your feet in place. Maybe you want to heel toe the feet as wide as the mat or even a little wider. You might bend the knees deeply and really let yourself melt a little further to the ground. Nod the head yes, shake it no. Push your hips side to side. Come back to center, roll all the way up to standing. Again, big inhale, hands lift high. I'm squeezing my thigh. I'm wrapping the ribs in. I'm reaching my fingertips up, 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 up. And then again, flip the palms, chin to chest. Bend the knees. Roll into your nice, big forward fold. Notice if you are craning your neck to look at me or to look to the top of your mat. Instead, look through your legs. I invite you to relax your neck, your jaw. Nod the head yes. Shake it no. Again, a sway of the hips. And then slowly roll yourself all the way up to standing. Last time, both hands lift nice and high. Lift your heart up. Exhale, flip the palms, chin to chest, roll down. You can stay in this easy forward fold just like I'm doing, or if we want one more big hip opener, doesn't have to be the biggest, deepest one ever. You might heel toe your feet a little wider. I externally rotate my legs, which just means I point my toes and knees away from my body, and I'm just gonna bend my knees as deeply as I can. We're not coming into a full malasana, a full yogi squat. I'm just bending my knees deeply. It's almost like kind of a standing happy baby to get into my hips. You might try straightening the legs. Again, bend the knees deeply. Straighten the legs. Last time, big bend. Straighten, point the toes forward. Once more, roll yourself up to standing. Heel toe your feet underneath your body. Close your eyes again to check in. Notice how you're feeling since we began class. Great big inhale. Let it go. And as always, my friend, give yourself a pat on the back. Thank yourself for doing something so good and just for you. Thank you for joining me for week 2 of our challenge. I cannot wait to see you again tomorrow.